Hey guys, welcome to the program. Week 3 Daily Advanced Madden on the PS5 Connected Franchise Mode. We're going to be looking at all 16 games that were played, 32 teams in action altogether. Today we are rocking the Carolina Panthers jersey. Reason being, Timmy is off to a hot start. He was our cover athlete for week 2. Big matchup today in Tampa Bay. We're definitely going to be getting to that at some point in the highlights. Congratulations to J-Rock. Last week in week 2, he picked up the highlight of the night with an incredible run from Jonathan Taylor. Whoop, whoop. You might have remembered that one. Check out the week 2 highlights if you missed it. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of this video. We're going to have our 3 nominees for week 3 for your highlight of the night. Everybody looking to keep pace in these races. Here we are in week 3. Let's get to the highlights. We're going to start this week's action off in Minnesota, where the Vikings are taking on the Eagles. Long story short, way back in the day, K-Mac33 was an Eagles fan. Loved Donovan McNabb, obviously. Loved Brian Dawkins. But what happened was he went to a playoff game where his Philadelphia Eagles knocked off the Minnesota Vikings, and he loved it. Asante Samuel, big pick. Everybody upset except for me, rocking the McNabb jersey back in the day. However, the next year, I loved the game so much, I got Vikings season tickets. So drove 7 hours from Winnipeg to Minnesota for all 8 games. Did it for about 5 years, and guess what? Became a Vikings fan. I blame Antoine Winfield for that. How can you not love 5'8", 185, plays like he's 6'3"? Anyways, we start the action off, nothing. Philly just torching my first year rookie safety. Richard LeCount is down for the count on that one. 7-0 Eagles. Vikings looking to strike back here in the second quarter. Low scoring game. Both teams playing some defense. Back corner of the end zone. Justin Jefferson drags the toes, and it's 7-all. Here we go. Fast forward 4 minutes, 43 seconds remaining third quarter. Finds Justin Jefferson on a slant route back middle of the end zone. Just like that, it is 14-7 at that time for the Minnesota Vikings. Fast forward 17-7 third quarter. Really just the next drive, and great move by Miles Sanders in here. Whoop! That's a little bit embarrassing. Big touchdown Philadelphia. Some good stick work. Miles Sanders to the end zone. Now 2014 Vikings, $1:30 left in the ball game. Looking to get it into the end zone. That should ice it. Finds a little lane to the left. Dalvin Cook finds the corner, turns on the Jets, and that'll ice it, make it a Vikings victory. Daniel Jones' first home win, first win as a Viking altogether. Best outing of the season for the Minnesota Vikings so far. Good day on offense, great day on defense in a game that seems really hard to play defense. Vikings move to 1-2. The Ravens are red hot, big wins, both against the Jets and the Vegas Raiders. Now it's time to take on Sith and the Bengals. We pick up the action, nothing. Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens with the ball, drops back, little play action, deep ball, tight coverage, but it's going to be Hollywood Brown reeling it in. Fast forward 14-0 Ravens. Bengals with the ball, looking over to the middle. Big pick by the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see what they can do. 2:30 left. They march it all the way down the field. Lamar steps up and whoop! Just tosses it over the linebacker. Incredible play. These Baltimore Ravens playing at a very high level right now. 21-7. No way on earth this should happen. I can't even fault Sith. He was in a quarter prevent, 3 deep defense One of his players, you look at it, just dumbed out. I would rewind it. Take a look again. This game is broken. Thursday, big patch. Maybe we get a zone update. Now, nice play up the sideline on a crosser. Just so you know, the Bengals have been fined. They went against the CBA and made them practice right after the game. Bengals coach says, well worth it, I'll take the fine. Make the final 38-14. Great game by the Ravens, who just keep on rolling. Jets, who picked up almost 600 yards in their last fair sim, decided not to play again this week. Why would you when you're picking up 587 yards in a sim? This week, with the force win, they take care of the Miami Dolphins. No footage to show you here. Dallas taking on New Orleans in Dallas. Final score 52-34 for MLG squared and the New Orleans Saints. Now, there's no footage here. If either of you guys need help, I'm going to link in the description below. How do you clip it? How do you upload it? How do you get these participation points that everybody's clamoring for? The Jags are involved in an absolute dogfight in the AFC South, taking on JJ Bands and the Buffalo Bills. Let's see how this one went down. Picking up action here, nothing. 30 seconds into the ball game. Chark up the left-hand side. Can he get behind him? Just toasts the coverage. 7-0 at that point, Jacksonville. Fast forward 21 all, 6 minutes 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it's going to be a 4th and goal. It's a sneak Jacksonville into the end zone. Justin Fields, welcome to the NFL rookie season campaign. The Jags pulling off the win, keeping pace in the AFC South. Patriots in an absolute dogfight, trying to keep pace with Starboy and the New York Jets, who now have Trevor Lawrence on top of everything. In this one, they're able to pick up a big W versus J-Rock and the Colts. A huge Week 3 battle in the NFC South. We have the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's head to the action. A couple of OGs slugging it out. Here we are, 14-7 Carolina, second quarter. Tampa Bay with the ball, going deep back of the end zone. Taps the toes. We have a tied ball game. Fast forward, 2 minutes remaining, just inside the 2-minute warning. Finds the receiver over the middle of the field, cuts to the outside. It's a race up the sidelines. Carolina touchdown, and there's some frantic action at the end of this half. 28-21 for Carolina. Trying the sidelines late in the half. 50-50 ball doesn't work out. Let's go forward to the third quarter. And in the third quarter, 35-21 Carolina. Carolina with the ball. Dropping back to pass. Kyler Murray lets it go into trouble. Tampa with the pick, bringing it up the field. This is very close to a nominee for highlight of the night. You must be wondering what could be better than that. That was a pretty sweet play. Of course, the big pick at the end, keeping it tight, just not quite enough. 42-35 final for Carolina. Unfortunately, Rare Like Kodak had to move on from the league. Now, it's going to be Hollywood Coconut or Coconut Hollywood? Coconut Oil? What is it going to be? But we have a new Cleveland Browns owner that's going to start tomorrow. Today, it's the Chargers picking up the force win. Big Papa, crazy offense, bringing that smoke to New York to take on Oh Yeah Next and the Giants. No need to adjust your sets. That is indeed Patrick Mahomes with the G-Man. Drops back to pass. Quick little flat route. Turns a corner. 7-0. Again, no Saquon. No problem. Fast forward, third quarter, 40-28 for the G-Men, and Nick Chubb, unbelievable job out of the backfield. He is getting chased down from behind and just sneaks inside the pylon. Make the final 47-42 for the Giants. How do these guys do it? Over 1,000 yards of offense in this one. Chiefs 0-2, Broncos 1-1. Let's head to the action in Denver. Here we are, 7-0 for the Broncos. Chiefs back to return. You know what this means. It's either a score or a fumble. Take a peek at this. It's not going to be a fumble. The disrespect as he runs right over the kicker's tee. Brings it home. It's a 7-all ball game. And here we go, moving on later in the game, 28-10 Denver. And we have Love back to pass, looking deep. This is tightly covered, but not tight enough. That's another Chiefs touchdown. An absolutely huge showing for Denver on this day. Big AFC West matchup. They're going to move to 2-1 on the season. Huge NFC West battle. We have the Niners taking on the Rams. Wins are crucial, as you know you're hanging with the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks, who are off to a hot start. In San Francisco, very start of the ball game. First throw from under center, Goff back to pass. That's pretty ugly. Fortunately for them, it goes out of bounds. No harm on this play. Now, very next play, Goff back to pass. And whoop! Big pick, San Fran. Richard Sherman turning back the clock, turning back this ball, and it's 7-0. San Francisco. Next drive, looking for the screen pass. Sometimes it's just not the start you're looking for. San Fran gets up 14-0 early in the first quarter. Rams fighting hard, coming all the way back. 14-13, no quit in them. But here it is, San Fran. Gorgeous pass back of the end zone. Zach Wilson hooking up. That could be trouble, delivering darts like that. 31-20, fourth quarter. Looking at the end zone, would have a chance to pull really near. San Fran squashes those hopes with that pick. A crucial win for I. Miller, who moves to 2-1 on the season. A giant matchup in the NFC North. We have the 2-0 Bears taking on the 1-1 Packers. Let's head to the action. We pick things up 0-0. 1 minute into the ball game. Bears under center, dropping back to pass. Little bit of time and he goes deep. But that's a mistake against this secondary. And look at the stick work. Grant taking it all the way back to the 25-yard line. Picking things up, still 0-0. Defensive battle. Bears looking to score deep in the red zone. Looking to put up 6. Finding the corner. Finding the Pack secondary. That's going to come back all the way. Big touchdown, Green Bay. That's going to make it 7-0 to end the first quarter. Moving on to the second, early in it, 7-0 Pack, back to pass, scrambling to the right, throws off balance across his body, and it's Green Bay who picks up the interception. Nowhere to go, down they go. Rodgers with the ball from there, from the 36-yard line. We've got Hardman on a streak. You know that's trouble given the way this game plays. There's a flag on the play, but it's not gonna matter. It's against the Bears defense. It's gonna stand. It's 14-0 Green Bay. Fast forward 21-7. Packers with the ball. Another deep route. Does Rodgers have bazooka? My goodness, that's a deep ball. 28-7 at that point for Green Bay. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left, third quarter. It's Rodgers handing off. No, fools the cameraman, fools everybody. That was a pretty tight window, but what? That was a sick, disgusting spin move. Counted as 7. dying moments of this one. We're in the fourth quarter, scrambling to the right, throws across his body, and just like that, one more interception for this Green Bay defense, and it's going to be a touchdown. The yards were about bang on even, but that Green Bay secondary back to putting in work. 7 turnovers on the day, the difference, and this division is tied up. Both the Packers and the Bears sitting at 2-1. Falcons looking to keep pace in that hectic NFC South. Let's head to the action. They're taking on Mike Drops and his Washington football team. Washington up 7-0 at this point. Falcons with the ball, drops back, looking deep, tight coverage, but finds a way behind that coverage. Julio Jones taking it in, 7-all ball game. Now moving to the second quarter, very beginning of the second quarter, 30 seconds in, 14-10 Atlanta, Washington back to pass. They find the route on the corner, McLaurin on a crosser up the sidelines, make it a Washington touchdown. 24-all, fourth quarter winding down. Great game here in Atlanta. And what's going to happen here? Drops back to pass. Just cannot clear the linebacker, and Deasy's gonna bring it in all the way to go up 31-24. That's where we stand. 3.5 minutes left. Washington back on offense, needing a score. Can he get behind the coverage? Atlanta with a pick, and that's gonna make it a very tall mountain to climb for the Washington football team. 38-24 is where we pick it up. They're able to punch it in for one more score. Great game in Atlanta. It is the Atlanta Falcons taking it 40-30 over Washington. Chris Streveler 0-2 as an NFL starter, but now is maybe the time to shine, ready to take on the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. Rookie Zamir White, speedy back. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. First quarter already up 7. Tight little space and window. Once he pops out of there, there's no catching him. That's going to be a Seahawk touchdown. The champs were in fine form today, putting up 444 yards of offense. Primetimers 21, making big plays. Let's head to Houston, where the Titans are going to be taking on the Texans. This division, the AFC South, an absolute dogfight. Only 2 clips come in this one. It's 7-0 Tennessee. Deshaun Watson back to pass, looking for the deep post. Can he find him? It sneaks through, and it's 7-all. Kind of ridiculous how the internet did me dirty like that with a little pause in the circle. But here's what it all comes down to. 41-all, 6 seconds left to go. Tennessee looking for the win, throws it to the flats. Oh my goodness, it's going to be the Houston Texans rumbling, stumbling 20-10-5. Touchdown, Houston! Maybe the best game of the week. And I know what you're thinking. K-Mac, how could that maybe be the best game of the week? What a beautifully played game. Well, let's head to Pittsburgh. Some crazy OGs in the AFC North. And beast mode of the Pittsburgh Steelers looking to make a statement. How do you match Lamar? Well, you go get yourself D'Eriq King. 91 speed. Picked him up for a second and a third rounder. Not everybody wanted to pay that price. He stepped up to the plate. Let's take a peek. Does it pay off? Telling you right now, this could be the game of the week. Joey's Lions into Steel City. D'Eriq King, early first play of the game. What's the man got? What's the man got? Unbelievable play, getting it beyond center field. 6-0 is where we pick it up. Pittsburgh up. And this could be the highlight of the night. Finds his way. Yep, if he cribs this, it's definitely one of the nominees. Look back at that one. that one is one of your nominees for a highlight of the night. Of course, along with Houston's pick six to seal the game at the very end. Back of the end zone, Joey Perfect user timing picks up the interception. 14-12 Detroit at this point. With the ball, picks up the blitz, finds a wide open receiver, corner of the end zone. 21-12 Detroit at this point. Beast mode looking deep, finds his receiver over the middle of the field. 31-19 with a minute left to play. The screen pass works, and just like that, we have a one-score ball game. 31-26, Stafford back to pass. Unbelievably, the halfback doesn't pick up the throw. Linebacker picks up, but they need to get into the end zone to force something here. Derek King looking around, buying time. Dot just in front of the defender. That was a tight window. Looking to get the 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game. Hits the flat route and does indeed make it a 3-point game. Unbelievably, Joey able to get a field goal, take this thing to overtime. Steelers on defense needing a stop, and that's exactly what they get. They get the ball back to their young quarterback. He goes option up the sideline, and that is our third nominee for highlight of the night. Apparently, speed does matter in this game. Derek King picking up some big plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And just like that, the Steelers are off to a 3-0 start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week, first-year running back, 27 carries, 326 rushing yards. Well, if it's not Jair Alexander, it's somebody else in this week's edition. Strong safety Edmonds with 3 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns in a great win for the Green Bay Packers. Mike Evans finding his stride in the AFC with the Houston Texans. 303 receiving yards, 4 receiving touchdowns. He is reborn in Houston. Not Marcus Peters this week. It's going to be Marlon Humphrey. 2 interceptions for the Baltimore Ravens in a winning effort over the Bengals. Just a reminder to select the highlight of the night. You're going to go into the comments for this video and you're just going to simply point out, was it the pick 6 by the Houston Texans that sealed the game? Was it Sony Michel for the Pittsburgh Steelers on a very improbable run? Unbelievable job making men miss. And this, unbelievable getting through 4, counted as 7. There's another nominee. And of course, how the night ended in Pittsburgh. Eric King on the option, beating everybody to the outside, turning on the 91 speed. Let us know in the comments which of the 3 plays is your highlight of the night. Thank you kindly to everybody in the league who's doing such an amazing job uploading clips. Not only are you doing it, but you're doing it well, exactly as prescribed. Makes the job a lot easier. Now, when I say easier, it still takes 5 hours, but it's not a hair-pulling 5 hours the way you guys are lining up those clips. Much, much appreciated. If you think the fact that a league uploads its daily highlights is kind of hella dope, well, maybe consider sharing on your social medias, on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you tend to hang out. Let people in the Madden community know this is for real. With all of that being said, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching to the very end. Please leave a like, and we'll catch you guys next time.